Alright, so Brewday again. Today I'm going to go ahead and try and do that Russian Imperial Stout again. That's the basic recipe. Got the grains over here all crushed up. These are the base grains anyways. I'm going to wait and put in the darker malts a little bit later. Got the strike water all set, ready to go. Let's see, strike water is at 75. So, just going to go ahead and flip the switches over and put the grains in the mash tun and start doughing in. Alright, time to hook up the hoses. There. 8.5. So, alright. .5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5. Alright, I'm going to call that good. Close that here. Time to fill this back up. Gonna be a really thick mash. Alright, mashed in. Looks like it's about 71, so I better let that cool down a little bit, and then we're going to start the recirculation at 68, 69. So it'll come out of here, through the pump, up here, in through the coil, back out here, and recirculate on top. Let's go ahead, set the timer on 60 and let her go. Okay, so we've reached our temperature. Now it's time to go ahead and start to recycle the mash. So I'm going to open up the valves. Like that. There we go. So let the wort collect down here, prime the pump, and we'll start it. Right now it's just equalizing, so the wort's coming down, it's going up and filling up the coil to be about the same height as the liquid here in the kettle. So that's good. Notice I've got them on full. So then I'll go ahead and turn the pump on. Just let them sort of get more adjusted. There we can see the starting to come up. Some air bubbles there. Okay, those will come out. I like to stop it in the very beginning just to make sure we get all of the air out of the lines. maximum flow. So that's looking really good. There we go, we're 20 minutes into the mash. The temp on the HLT is 70 degrees. The wort coming out of the bottom of the mash tun is currently 64, so that should pick back up, and we'll that'll slowly rise to 69 over the course of the next 40 minutes. Alright, so now we're at 67 coming down out of the bottom of the mash tun. Here it looks like yeah, right around 67. And 58 minutes into the mash. I'm a little bit late on this, but I'm going to go ahead and crank this up to 75 for a mash out, and just sort of let that warm up till this gets closer to 70, and then we'll go ahead and start to sparge. Really slowly. So just taking a sample of the wort and let it cool off a bit. Now it's down to 36 degrees, and you can see my pH is at 5.2, right on the money, right where I want to be. So you see the temperature is starting to ramp up now. It's 10 minutes, it's been increasing up to 74, 75, and now what's coming out of the bottom of the mash tun is 69 degrees, just about 70. So just about time to start going over to the boil kettle. Alright, so using some food grade acid, phosphoric acid, I went ahead and get the pH down to 5.5 for the sparge water. So that's at pH 5.5. The pH on this is 5.2, and the gravity inside the kettle now is 1.086. So I'll be taking that out. First run-in's coming out straight into the kettle, and I'll be sparging with let's get the right amount this time. Mash out. I'll be fly sparging with 3 gallons. 75 degrees. I'm at 75 degrees for the sparge water. Coming out of the bottom of the mash tun is 73. So now I'm ready to go ahead and mash out. Get the boil kettle ready. Go. Alright, boil kettle's ready. Close that off. Close that off. See up here. Need my helper hose over here. This guy's going to come down and dribble in. And all set up. This slow. Gonna be draining it really slow. Look at that, nice color on that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Friggin' right. cool. Now it's time to get the sparge water hooked up. There we go. And we want to go ahead, measure where we are, and want to maintain that sort of level for the mash out. Then we're going to bring in 3 gallons. Right here we're right at just over 13.4 maybe? 13.3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 3 gallons. Let's make sure 3.02. And it's a little bit up, so there we go. We're only going to be taking this much water out of here to sparge with here. Let's go ahead and crank it open, get the flow adjusted. Turn it over there. There we go. And then you can see it just coming out of there, just dribbling. Don't want to disturb it. Coming out of there, approximately the same amount is coming out of here. Beautiful. Let's keep the flow. It's a little bit high, so I'll crank it back just a little bit, just to slow it down a little bit more. Alright, so here we go, got the boil kettle filled up, just about hitting the hot break. Yeah, khaki head, it's going to be a khaki head for sure. I did a first wort hop-in, so I already put in 75 grams of Northdown. And then that'll be the only addition until 15 minutes left in the boil for the yeast nutrient Orflock tablet. At 20 minutes I'll put in another 75 grams of Northdown, and then at flame out I'll put in 50 grams of Northdown. I hit the numbers, so at 1084 at 7.9 gallons. So that should put me right about 1.101 at 6.5 gallons. Manual. 75. Yeah, it should put me right about 1.101 at 6.5 gallons. Alright, let's call that 60 minutes. So reset, start the clock, 60-minute boil. And of course, gotta finish cleaning out the mash tun. Always a pleasure. Alright. Coming up on the 40-minute mark, 20 minutes left in the boil. And things are going really good. Here's the gravity sample. See, we're turn it around a bit. About 1084. So it's about 1083. Still a little bit warm. It's 1084 as far as I'm concerned. 40-minute mark. Here goes in another 75 grams of Northdown. For Tom to show up. Time for knockout. Grams of knockout. And go ahead and start the whirlpool. Don't oxygenate it too much. Alright. Filling up the priming the pumps. A lot of hot debris in there probably. Nice flow going. There we go. Pretty decent whirlpool. Okay. So it's been 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stop the pump. And I'm just going to let it settle for about 10-20 minutes. Yo!
Oh my goodness!
What's happening? There you are.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. Spectacular day, spectacular results.
Good.
Yeah.
Noisy, I've got 2 pumps running, but
Yeah, I just shut off all my fans, so here too.
what are you brewing up then?
Russian Imperial Stout. Trying that again this week.
Oh my goodness!
Gonna have too
I'm
much.
doing a very simple pale ale today.
Nice. What kind of hops?
I'm using Galaxy, Amarillo, and Citra for the bittering.
There you go. Sounds like a winner.
But I'm just gonna the boil times for the hops is a lot simpler. Just having a 60-minute addition of Citra. Just gonna have a 10-minute addition of Galaxy, and then whirlpool with Amarillo. And I don't know whether I'm gonna dry up it. I don't know. We'll see.
Sounds good. Alright, she's been settling down now for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the hoses for putting into the fermenter. There we go. Wow, that looks really chocolatey. Super chocolatey. I gotta get over here and turn on my pump. This one. Whoa. looks really chocolatey, even though there's no chocolate in it. There we go. Come out slowly and cool. Nice. What you doing, Tom?
I've changed the hops.
Oh, you did?
I thought I had Galaxy. I haven't.
Oh no.
So recipe change.
No.
For Simcoe.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Simcoe for the 10-minute off edition. 30 grams.
Nice.
Oh, it'll work. Simcoe Amarillo.
Looks like that's all I'm gonna get. Lift this sucker up. Let gravity do its thing. So here's the pre-boil gravity sample. Tasting pretty good. Here's post-boil. You can see I'm already at 1.102 and it's still a little bit warm, so I may have boiled down about a quart or a liter more than I intended. Alright, let's go ahead and aerate this sucker. There we go. Alright, there's about a minute of air. Go ahead and stop it. Take this thing off. So here we go, racking off the American Stout that I did last week. And well, actually I made this 3 weeks ago. So it's been in this single fermentation vessel the whole time, as you can tell. And then I'm going to use this yeast cake in order to ferment the Russian Imperial Stout. So we'll rack this off into the keg, and then we'll cast this yeast over into the other fermentation vessel. Alright, so here we go. Here's the slurry from the last stout. Just going to pour out some of the liquid beer. And then capture as much of this slurry as I can. one hop slurry sludge. There. Now it's ready. Awesome. Take care of this and this. And it's 18 degrees Celsius in here. So here we are about 12 hours after pitching the yeast. Got a really big crown on there. It's just going to town.